BTS, the world woke up to whispers that spread faster than facts. Somewhere between airport corridors, quiet hotel lobbies, and anonymous streets far from flashing cameras, BTS's Jungkook had already passed through unnoticed. There were no bodyguards forming a visible shield, no luxury motorcade, no airport chaos. Just Jungkook, dressed like an ordinary man, walking calmly beside his manager on what is now being described as one of the most secretive journeys of his entire career. For an artist whose mere appearance usually sends social media into meltdown, the idea that Jungkook could move freely without being recognized felt almost impossible. And yet it happened. Fans were there. Cameras were there. Phones were recording. But no one realized who he truly was until it was already too late. Witnesses later recalled seeing a young man in a simple outfit, a baseball cap pulled low, a mask blending seamlessly into the crowd. His posture was relaxed, unguarded. He didn't radiate the overwhelming aura of a global superstar that fans are used to seeing on stage. Instead, he looked calm, grounded, almost invisible. Walking beside him was his longtime manager, also dressed plainly, speaking softly, staying close, but never drawing attention to the significance of the moment. Together, they moved like ordinary travelers with no story to tell. And that was exactly the point. What makes this journey extraordinary is not the destination, which remains unconfirmed, but the intention behind it. Insiders suggest this was not a promotional trip, not a brand schedule, and not an official engagement. This was a personal movement, carefully planned to avoid attention. There was no advance notice, no leaks, no staff rotations that could raise suspicion. Just two people moving quietly through public spaces while the world remained unaware. 4 years, Jungkook has lived under a microscope. Every step, every glance, every outfit choice becomes global discussion within minutes. Airports turn into battlegrounds of flashing lights. Even private schedules are often exposed before they happen. That reality has shaped his life since his teenage years. So when fans learned that Jungkook had managed to travel unnoticed, the reaction wasn't disbelief. It was shock mixed with awe. How could fans not recognize him? The answer lies in how completely Jungkook transformed himself. Gone were the iconic silhouettes. No signature walk. No recognizable hairstyle. No fashion statements that screamed luxury. Instead, he chose anonymity, neutral colors, ordinary shoes, and a posture that avoided eye contact. He became a shadow among hundreds of others, proving that even the most famous idol in the world can disappear if he truly wants to. Later, several fans admitted online that they had been at the same location at the same time. Some even shared photos and videos taken casually, unaware of what they had captured. Only after comparing timestamps, backgrounds, and subtle details did the truth emerge. That random guy in the corner of the frame was Jungkook, standing right there, breathing the same air, completely unnoticed. The realization sent shockwaves through the fandom. Fans replayed clips repeatedly, zooming in, pointing out tiny details that suddenly became obvious in hindsight. The familiar eyes, the subtle way he walked, the manager always half a step behind him. Once seen, it couldn't be unseen. But at the time, no one knew. This incident sparked deeper conversations about Jungkook's life beyond the stage. Fans reflected on how rare it must be for him to walk freely, to travel without security alarms, to sit in public without being stared at. This secret journey became more than a viral story. It became a symbol of something fans rarely get to see. Jungkook as a human being, not just an idol. Those close to the situation suggest the manager played a crucial role in ensuring the success of the trip. Every movement was calculated. Timing was chosen carefully. Routes were adjusted in real time. Even small decisions, where to stand, when to move, were designed to minimize attention. It was a masterclass in invisibility, executed with precision and trust. Trust is the key word. Jungkook trusted his manager completely in a world where one wrong step can result in chaos. That trust allowed him to relax. Observers noted how comfortable he looked, how unguarded his body language was. This wasn't the Jungkook who braces himself for crowds. This was someone enjoying a rare moment of peace. And fans felt it. Instead of anger or jealousy, the dominant emotion across the fandom was respect. Many expressed relief that Jungkook could move safely without being overwhelmed. Others admitted feeling emotional knowing he had finally experienced what most people take for granted. Some even apologized collectively, promising to be more mindful of his privacy. The contrast with his usual public appearances couldn't be more striking. Normally, his presence alone shuts down airport sections. Security teams struggle to maintain order. Fans scream, cry, and reach out desperately for a glimpse. But during this journey, there was silence. No chaos, no screams, just footsteps and quiet conversations. It raises an intriguing question. How many other moments like this have happened without anyone knowing? How often has Jungkook walked past fans who never realized he was there? The idea feels surreal, yet this incident proves it's possible. The timing adds even more mystery. With BTS members navigating solo activities and personal transitions, fans are hyper-aware of every movement. Any unexplained travel sparks theories and speculation. But this time, Jungkook moved ahead of the narrative. He traveled before anyone could ask why. And that silence speaks volumes. There were no statements, no confirmations. HYB remained quiet. Jungkook himself offered no hints. The story unfolded entirely through fan discoveries and indirect confirmations, making it feel almost cinematic, a hidden chapter briefly exposed before slipping back into secrecy. Media outlets tried to reconstruct the timeline, analyzing clothing layers, reflections, background signage, even weather conditions. Yet nothing definitive emerged. The journey remained intentionally incomplete, as if designed to resist full understanding. Fans embraced the mystery. Instead of demanding answers, many celebrated the moment as a quiet victory for Jungkook, a reminder that despite his global fame, he can still reclaim pieces of his own life. That he can still walk anonymously, even if only for a short while. This incident reshaped how fans view recognition itself. Jungkook wasn't unrecognizable because fans failed. He was unrecognizable because he chose to be. And that distinction matters. It highlights his control, his awareness, and his evolving relationship with fame. For Jungkook, this secret journey may have been brief, but its impact was profound. It reminded the world that behind the legendary performances and record-breaking achievements is someone who values quiet moments, someone who wants to move through the world without being defined by his name. And for fans, it became a powerful story not of access, but of respect. A story where the absence of recognition wasn't a failure, but a success. As the dust settles, one thing is certain: Jungkook's secret journey has already become part of BTS lore. A rare moment where the biggest star in the world slipped through unnoticed, reminding everyone that even legends sometimes need to disappear just to breathe. Somewhere, at an unconfirmed place and time, Jungkook walked freely, unknown, unbothered, and finally unseen.